Good morning. How are you guys doing? Hey, this is Johnny B from South Central PA coming to you this morning. It's Thursday morning, and I'm happy to be here. I'm rested up. Have had a little bit of coffee because I like coffee. Hey, Noah, how you doing, buddy? Can't wait to jam with you this weekend. Okay, so continuing my discussion from yesterday about depression, I promised you that I would tell you the top 5 foods that you should avoid if you suffer with some depression. These 5 things can actually cause depression or exacerbate it. And so this will be a short one today because I'm running a little bit late. And but this is what I found out from my research. Number 1, wheat. Wheat is a common food allergy, and you guys know that. People are allergic to gluten and have irritable bowel and Crohn's and celiac. It's very common. Wheat allergy is very common, and it can also make depression worse. So the chemicals in wheat can also make depression worse. Number 2, hydrogenated fat. Hydrogenated fats are usually found in vegetable oils, soybean oil, canola oil, corn oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, shortening, and margarine, and in a lot of packaged snacks like baked goods that are pre-made, ready-to-use dough, fried foods, coffee creamers, both dairy and non-dairy. They all have hydrogenated fats. Now, what this is a polyunsaturated fat, like a corn oil, say, and they put it, they heat it up very hot and put it under pressure, and then shoot hydrogen into it. And the chemical makeup is such that these polyunsaturated fats can take on a hydrogen atom or two, depending on how thoroughly they do it, and it can make the oil then solid. And food manufacturers like hydrogenated fats because it lengthens the shelf life for food, and it's also cheap to use because they can use any of the vegetable type oils, which are a lot cheaper than, say, your olive oil or coconut oil. So hydrogenated fats are really bad for you. Okay? So number 3, caffeine. If you're depressed, you probably need to cut down or eliminate caffeine from your diet. Number 4, alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant, so it's not something you run to feel happy. It's actually something that you would use to relax or calm down. So it's a depressant. And then the last one, number 5, is sugar. Sugar is in many cases a big component for people that want to alleviate their depression. They take sugar and wheat out of their diet, and they can see immediate improvement in their mood. And so those are the 5 foods that can cause depression or to exacerbate depression: wheat, hydrogenated fats, caffeine, alcohol, and sugar. Okay, and then another little tidbit that I picked up last night is there are some essential oils that are recommended for people that are depressed that can actually help your mood, help stimulate your mood. And I'm thinking it's the fragrance of them. And here are the top 5 that they listed. Bergamot. Sorry. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Bergamot oil, lavender oil, Roman chamomile oil, and Lang Lang. And let me spell that for you because I've never heard of it. Y-L-A-N-G, Y-L-A-N-G. Not Yang Lang, but Lang Lang oil. So there's 4. There's 4 oils that have been proven to help boost your mood when you're feeling depressed. And so that's what I have for this morning. A couple of other things. I looked at Dr. Mercola's site last night, and he has some keys to overcoming depression. He just feels like that depression is way overprescribed. Antidepressants are way overprescribed, And here are his keys that he truly believes will help you with your depression. Exercise. Exercise. Studies show that physical exercise is at least as effective as antidepressants because it increases your endorphins. And that makes so much sense. Your endorphins are what makes you feel pleasurable and happy. Okay, and number 2, address your stress. Hey, we all have stresses, and a lot of us have the tendency to suppress them, keep them down inside. But depression is a sign that your body and mind are kind of out of balance. And so you need to address that. And like I said yesterday, you may need a small group of friends, or maybe even just one best friend to hang out with, talk about, someone who's going to listen and love you no matter what you say, but also be honest with you and say, look, hey, it's not that bad, or whatever needs to be said at that time. You got to have a group that you can get some support and some love, and you have to address the stress. Okay, the next one is eat a healthy diet. Man, I'm talking about that all the time, right? We just talked about the 5 foods to cut out to help you with your depression. Foods have a huge effect on moods. So Dr. Mercola says, avoid sugar and grains. All right, so there you go again. The next one is support optimal brain function with essential fats. High quality animal-based omega-3 fats. We talked about that yesterday. So again, just another reminder that omega-3 is probably, Dr. Mercola says this may be the single most important nutrient to battle depression. And then the last one is get plenty of sunshine and healthy vitamin D. There we go. Omega-3s and vitamin D are so important, guys. You know what? If I suffered from depression after hearing the last 2 days repeated the same information, omega-3s and vitamin D, man, that's probably where I would start right there. And then cutting out sugar, cutting out grain, cutting out alcohol, and then getting some exercise, and then finding somebody to hang out with, to talk about my problems. And the one thing I didn't mention yesterday, and I'll mention today, is that I personally believe that you got to start working on your spiritual life. And and this is non-judgmental. No one knows your heart, but there may be something that you need to work out with your within your spirit, with the Father and with Jesus, and get all that taken care of. And look, it's as I always say, this is not a sprint; it's a marathon. So it's a day-by-day thing. Make little changes to your life, and I really believe that you can beat depression in a natural way. And so those are my tips today. Hi, Colleen. I'm so glad you joined. You might want to look at this whole thing when you're done. I mean, when I'm done at some point today. But hey, I hope you guys have a great day. I love you. I'm for you. And you're awesome. You have something to add to the world that no one else does. So have a great day and dream big, work hard, love large, eat good food and take your vitamins, and be your best self now. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.